So price to book ratio or the price to book multiple is accounting terms. They're pretty much the same thing. Um, so if you look at any standard ratio, you have on the left side or on the right side, depending on what you're looking at. On the left side, you have on the left side you have one number, and on the other side, on the right side, you have another number. And what you do is you just divide you divide the first price. I mean the first number by the other number. So it's just a division. So the price to book ratio, or the price to book multiple. Let's start with the price to book ratio. Price to book ratio is simply the market price, the current market price of a stock, divided by the book ratio, the book value per share. The book value per share is simply the total shareholders' equity. The reason why it's called book value is because it's a bookkeeping term. Book just is just short for bookkeeping, and it's a bookkeeping slash accounting term. Bookkeeping comes under accounting, and it's usually bookkeepers that deal with balance sheets, and this price to book ratio or the book ratio or book value is found on the balance sheet. So the price to book ratio is simply the current market price divided by the current book value per share. So the current book value, as I just said, is the total shareholders' equity. So which is total assets plus total liabilities, and then you get total shareholders' equity, which is the net value of the stock. And then you divide the market price by the total shareholders' equity, and then what you get is the price to book ratio, and the multiple is simply that number. So what that means is, if you use that equation, what you would get is the question you're trying to answer is how many times, if I buy this stock, if I base it on one share, how many times how many multiples of the actual intrinsic value or the value of the stock, total shareholders equity, how many multiples of this price value am I paying for this stock? You could have all types of reasons for paying multiples of a stock, but the best thing to do, the best multiple, according to Benjamin Graham, is no more than 1.5 times. And if it is more than one time, then there has to be some reason why you're paying more than the book value per share for this stock. I'll talk about that in another video. But the multiple is simply how many multiples of the intrinsic value per stock per share am I paying for this, and that's what the price to book multiple is.